Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gordon. We are back with another video. Today, I'm going to be showing you how you can earn 475% plus APY on TAO subnets like Void AI, which is subnet number 106. As always, if you enjoy the content, please take 3 seconds, smash that thumbs up button below, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification icon, and you've got a free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin waiting for you in the description below this video. Go ahead, grab it now, and let's look at TAO and Void AI. Okay, so like I said, Void AI subnet number 106 is a subnet within the Bittensor ecosystem. If you're not familiar with subnets, guys, basically all of these subnets in Bittensor are competing against one another to provide the most valuable information to the network as a whole, and they get rewarded in TAO for doing so. Again, I've done plenty of videos about subnets on the channel. You can go and check those out for yourself. But essentially, Void AI enables the bridging of TAO and alpha tokens to a variety of other chains. They're acting as almost like an interoperability layer and subnet on the Bittensor ecosystem. Again, we're seeing the emergence of interoperability, opening up this opportunity for retail investors now to be able to purchase subnet alpha tokens on other chains and networks like Solana, like Base, and I'm going to show you some examples here. And this is all being powered by Chainlink's cross-chain interoperability protocol. So Chainlink, acting as an Oracle service, is allowing Void AI to tap into the possibility to offer subnet alpha tokens for investors on networks like Base and Solana. Okay, TAO and alpha tokens can be listed on existing DeFi applications and DEXs with a single line of code. And if we jump over to Void AI's website, you can see they want to democratize access to AI by leveraging distributed technologies. We're seeing the emergence of Bittensor and the growth of Bittensor's ecosystem thanks to Void AI. They're basically enabling you to purchase these subnet alpha tokens directly on Solana. So on their website, the bridge on the site itself can be used to bridge Solana over to Bittensor and vice versa. And you also have the Alpha Bridge, which allows you to effectively purchase subnet alpha tokens from Solana over onto Bittensor. Again, this is opening up the possibility for us to see retail investors later in the cycle getting exposure to different subnet alpha tokens directly on Solana, directly on Base, and that is very, very exciting. If I jump over very, very quickly to the Void AI Twitter or X account, they have some really good updates here. I'm going to leave a link for this specific X account in the description of this video. Alpha tokens can be traded on Radium DEX already, and they're going to be bringing that to Uniswap and Aerodrome very, very soon. That's the updates you can see here directly on their Twitter X account. You can see basically Coinbase's recent integration with their new with the Aerodrome exchange and the new Coinbase app is going to allow all of these different DEX tokens to be tradable directly on Coinbase, who have hundreds of millions of customers already. And what Void AI are doing are they are enabling essentially the ability for every alpha token to be traded on Coinbase very, very soon. That's the update they gave just a few days ago here on the 6th of August. And again, wrapped TAO subnet tokens bridged via Void AI's Chainlink integration will be tradable on Coinbase. Still a little ways away, but very, very likely in the coming weeks and months. So this is what they're proposing here on their website and on their x.com account. You already have the ability to bridge directly on Solana. If we look at the Void AI documentation, we can see all the contract addresses for wrapped TAO on Solana, as well as the contract addresses for all of the individual subnet alpha tokens that you can purchase directly on Solana now as well. Again, the Void subnet rewards miners for providing genuine liquidity for all of these different liquidity pools on Solana. And if I jump over to the Radium DEX very, very quickly, what I've done here is I've pasted in the wrapped TAO contract address that I took directly from the Void AI documentation. Again, always be careful when copying and pasting contract addresses to make sure that you've got the correct one and you're not simply typing it in here and getting the wrong contract address and scammy token. You've got Sol with wrapped TAO. You've also got wrapped TAO with subnet at 62. subnet 63 with wrap TAO. And what you're really seeing now is a lot of these individual subnets beginning to add genuine liquidity here across the protocol and into DEXs just like Radium. This means as a Solana user, if you've got a Phantom wallet, if you're already using Solana, you can now come into Radium and purchase TAO subnet alpha tokens directly in your Phantom wallet, in your backpack wallet, whatever self-custody wallet you're already using on Solana, you can now use it to purchase those subnet alpha tokens directly here on DEXs just like Radium. And thanks to the Chainlink cross-chain interoperability protocol, you have liquidity that gets rebalanced across all chains, bootstrapping depth whenever new pools launch, because you've got liquidity dispersed now across different DEXs, but also across different chains. Like we saw, Base is coming very, very soon, and the ability for you to purchase these subnet alpha tokens on Base with Void AI is going to be available in the very near future. The dual pool treasury flywheel is what this basically is summarizing, the fact that you have this cross-chain liquidity rebalancing happening almost in real time, which allows for that depth whenever those new pools launch on different networks. And this is the new wave that we're seeing with TAO and with the availability of subnets across different networks. Again, the vast majority of the tokens have essentially zero liquidity, which obviously means you're not going to be able to purchase some of them just yet. But even in the past couple of weeks, since I did the update on Void AI a few weeks ago, we've seen tens of thousands of dollars of liquidity being introduced here on Radium directly. A lot of this probably coming directly from some of these projects themselves, funding that liquidity. But you now have the ability to earn and generate yield from supplying liquidity to these liquidity pools directly on Radium. And like I said a moment ago, Void AI and their rewards for mining are going to be set up to integrate the fact that you're providing liquidity to these pools, and you'll get rewarded with the subnet alpha token for subnet 106 as a result of doing that. Governance also happens through staking of the subnet 106 alpha token for Void AI as well. So like I said at the beginning of this video, you have the ability to get exposure to Void AI if you think this protocol and subnet is going to continue to expand the adoption of subnet alpha tokens across different ecosystems and networks. You can be owning and generating 475% APY at this moment in time for having exposure to the Void subnet alpha token. Again, this is not financial advice, guys, but think about the fact that Void has the ability to outperform TAO on a percentage basis if we see more adoption and more people beginning to mine with Void and distribute liquidity across networks so other retail investors can purchase subnet alpha tokens. And you have the ability to generate an additional 475% on top of any price appreciation against TAO. That is a phenomenal staking APY. Again, of course, there are risks involved here. The token itself, the subnet alpha token for Void, could decrease in value against TAO. We can see it's technically down 22% over the past 7 days, but most subnet alpha tokens have been slightly underperforming TAO for the past couple of months. So that number wouldn't scare me all that much, but you have the ability to generate this type of yield and staking APY from this token. And again, you shouldn't be investing in this unless you believe in the project, the people behind it, and the expansion and the roadmap that they have to bring subnet alpha tokens across different networks. However, I think this is a very exciting advancement in the world of Bittensor TAO. And if we can see true liquidity flowing into these DEXs like Radium, like Uniswap, and like Aerodrome on Base, I think it will set up the scene for a lot of adoption with these subnet alpha tokens over the coming months. So that is it for today's video, guys. I hope you got some value out of Void AI and the expansion map that they have, the expansion roadmap, I should say, for continuing to get all of those subnet alpha tokens available across different protocols and networks, expanding the TAO ecosystem, expanding the potential adoption of subnet alpha tokens. So if you got any value at all out of today's video, please just take 3 seconds, smash that thumbs up button below this video. It means the world. It helps to spread the good word about TAO, crypto, and this entire ecosystem as well. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification icon. And again, you've got a completely free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin waiting for you in the description below this video. Grab it now, and we'll catch you in the next one.